Alright, what's going on, guys? So, we have a very special Alliance War video today. I've actually been wanting to make this video for quite a while. I put Thing at my #1 champion in the 2019 list, and I'm talking about taking my Thing as a 6-star to rank 3. And so here's some of the reasons why. I think Thing is an absolutely amazing Alliance War attacker. There's so much that he can do. And this is my favorite fight in the world with him. So we have a counter tactics mini-boss, Corvus Glaive. And dude, Thing is just the ultimate counter to this. So as you see here, we're taking some block damage at the start, right? Now we're gonna hit him with one combo, and now watch what happens when we take a medium hit. Protection. So every single medium attack, special attack, is gonna give us our protection shielding. So we can just block this, I hit a parry, boom, protection. Once you get to a 5 combo, you increase Corvus' attack by 100%, and yeah, the medium is just permanent protection. Light attacks won't trigger protection yet. If we get to a high enough combo, it might, but I guess the first light isn't a crit for Corvus, maybe that's why. But yeah, dude, this fight is just so insane. You can see we went in here with a low health pool. This was my first time ever attempting this fight. This was recorded on December 19th. And yeah, I've been wanting to make this video for like over a month now. The reason why it's taken so long is because for the last season, I kept getting put on Path 4 because no one else wanted to take it. So every war, I was pretty much stuck on Path 4, and I couldn't bring Thing because he's not the best for Path 4 in particular. There's a lot he can do in Alliance War, but Path 4 is so specific, and it really depends who's placed and everything. So yeah. Yeah, so we dropped at L3, and look at our damage output now. The breakthrough node is also stacking up. Boom, that's a 16k medium, and drop a special, and this guy's dead. You see, that was so easy. That was just insane, man. Absolutely phenomenal fight there. Like I said, that was my first time ever trying it. I heard it from Doc McKnife, who got it from Dreamin'. So let's hop into this next fight in a sec. Alright, now hopping into the next path where Thing just absolutely excels. We have path number 9, the Egis Heavy node. This one's hidden. I do see a persistent charge. I'm thinking it's going to be an Ebony Maw, and what do you know, it is. So I think Thing is the best Aegis Heavy counter in the game. So there's 2 Aegis Heavy fights in Alliance War. The first one is not hidden, it's just on path 9, you can see who it is. This one is hidden, and like if I had to pick any champ in the game to just go into it blind with, and I have no idea who the defender is, I'd pick Thing. No question, because it's so easy to get off the heavy attacks with him. It doesn't matter who's placed here. With Thing, man, it's just so easy. As you can see, I was using my reparry method on Ebony Maw here, so I could have used a lot of champs for this, but I didn't know who it was going to be, and just Thing is just so safe to go in with. It is great, man. Thing, his heavies are so good because if you build up enough rock stacks, and you get hit, you'll go unstoppable, and your heavy will connect. And on your first heavy activation, you'll activate protection. So if you get hit or something, you don't even take damage. And you can get off 2 heavies within that first protection. That's 6 hits. That's enough to get rid of the Aegis Heavy. It's just, he's such a good counter to it, and we're just absolutely destroying this Maw. I'm not playing the best here, but you know, I'm playing all right. I'm trying to get the weakness on me to heal up a bit. Go for a heavy here, just activate my protection. And as you see right there, like if he threw that special too, like he totally would have hit me. I wouldn't even have taken damage because we had protection. Like, I want to get my Thing to rank 3 as a 6-star Sig 200. It'd be so amazing. Like, I'm just thinking about using a 6-star rank 3 Thing in Alliance War. I feel like it would legit be like difficult to die. Like, oh man. So yeah, those first 2 fights were great. These ones from a little while ago. Now this is from the most recent Alliance War that I did, because I'm bringing in Nick Fury, so that means it's very recent. So for our off-season approach, we're just doing the outer paths. We're just skipping the middle and going for a boss clear. So here we're going on to path number 9 for section 1, and we have a Doom on Aegis Heavy. So debating going in with Nick Fury here. I was like, you know, nah, let's go Thing. Now, Dr. Doom is a bad matchup for Thing for one reason. The crit rate. Dr. Doom has insane critical resistance, and Thing has terrible crit rate. So I don't think I crit a single time in this fight. I play it pretty much perfectly. I evade all of his special attacks. It's not a problem. I can bait out the L1s. The other problem was that he actually wasn't throwing it. I was starting to get worried about timing out here because my damage output is low just from not critting. He's playing passive. It's annoying. Now, something else I want to talk about is Kabam recently made a change to some of the defender tactics, the lesser used ones, because I'm sure, as you guys know, the two only noteworthy defender tactics are Bulwark and Dodge, which let small champs evade. And Bulwark gives metal champions indestructible if they take too much damage, and they can't be armor broken. So those are the two defender tactics that have only pretty much been used since it's launched. I've only seen like one war people use like the mutant one. It's very rare. There's always those two defender tactics, Bulwark and Dodge. And now they buffed some. I noticed that they buffed some, and I remember reading it in some patch notes, but I never actually like read what the change was. And then this war, we're reversing it. So this is Siphon, and it gives villain defenders, I believe it's 1500 block penetration, and also some attack and health, I think. But yeah, the block penetration it's disgusting. I didn't realize what was going on until after the war. And so every time we take a block TC, he gets one of those little red thingies under his health bar, and that's giving him block penetration. It adds up to like 3. So like even on the parries, man, it starts to hurt, and it's, I don't know, it's kind of ridiculous. It seems like a bit much. I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna start rocking this for the next season. Gonna have to see. I don't know. I didn't realize what was going on until after the war had ended, and I started hearing people talk about it. Me and Hector were having a little talk about it. It's weird. But yeah, in this fight, I didn't know. But yeah, as you can see, man, this is a very slow fight. I don't think I've crit a single gosh darn time. I'm pretty sure I've evaded every special one flawlessly, or maybe I messed up on some. I don't even know. But it's good practice for the L1 evade at least. When Doom first came out, I struggled to evade his L1, but now pretty much got her down. So yeah, I dropped one more L3. I was hoping this would just kill him, and it does. But as you see, we lost 40% of our health. And did we get hit? We got hit once. I don't know if I had protection up or not. But, you know, like, losing 40% health, if it wasn't for that Siphon node, we probably wouldn't even have lost half that, you know? Like, so I don't know. But next up here, we have an invisible woman on Aegis intercepts. So, you know, I brought Nick Fury into this war. This is my first time ever bringing him to Alliance War. I was like, man, let's go for it. So, for the Aegis intercept node, Thing is also a pretty good option because you can get up your protection and just go for some wild intercepts. Or, you know, if you have 15 rock stacks, you'll be unstoppable if you get hit, so you can just back out. He's pretty tanky, so he's not a bad option here. But going with Nick Fury, this is... you have to actually intercept with him, but you know, I'm pretty good at intercepting, so I got 3 off within the first 30 seconds, didn't get hit. So once I got those off, I was feeling pretty good. I'm not gonna kill Nick Fury. I really like Nick Fury in war because of the safety net that you can die, and then you know you got another life, and then in that next life you're hitting really hard. So I was like, you know what, I'm sure within this first life it's enough to kill an invisible woman here. The other problem is I won't be able to get rid of, or to bypass her invisibility. So right there I went for heavy, and then I just spammed my L2 just to give some distance so I wouldn't get hit. Took a bit of recoil damage, but it doesn't matter. Gonna go for another combo ending with a light. We get that 1400 bleed tick in. One more combo ending with a light, and yeah, she is dead. So it was really fun using Nick Fury in that war fight, and I think that's it for this one. And then we have the Egis Heavy node. I was going to take it. I was waiting for it to get unlinked. But someone else, when I first was like, yo, when I bring Thing to Alliance War, just let me take this. Like, I don't care who it is. Thing can handle it, no problem. So I go in here with only my 60% health. It's an Annihilus. Annihilus is pretty annoying. And as you can see, again, look at that parry. That was 1100 damage. That's because of the Siphon node. But right here, boom, you see the protection and the unstoppable allows us to get off another heavy attack. And it's so great, man. I really, really love Thing for this node. It's so perfect. So, yeah, Annihilus, Thing is definitely my favorite champion to use against Annihilus. Except for maybe like Sim Supreme or maybe Dr. Doom. But I don't know, I'm just very comfortable fighting him with Thing. Right there, we took a lot of block damage again, probably because of the Siphon node, which is so annoying. And again, when I was in the middle of this fight, I didn't realize what was going on with that Siphon node. Now I'll know for the future, but it's super annoying. So right there, he triggered our protection, which was good. Again, this just makes things so tanky, and we have that unstoppable. So even if we get hit a couple times, we can always just back out. Right there, got hit again, but boom, trigger unstoppable. We're able to evade the second part of the special. Like, dang, he's such a tanky champion, man. And this is all of this in this war is unboosted. This is off season, so I'm not going to be boosting unless it's super important. Right here, I catch a combo, but we don't even take that much damage, and we get an unstoppable, and then we finish the fight. You know, like it's great, man. It's great. So I think we have one more fight. I think I actually have another fight against Annihilus there. Which reminds me of it. I gotta go find that too to add in here. But so here we have an Invisible Woman mini boss, and again, I was planning on taking this. Someone else went in first, and they died. So I'm like, all right, I'll go in. I'll finish it up. I had Nick Fury at like really low health, but I still had the persistent charge, so it was perfect. So I'm gonna drop my L1 here, and now we cannot miss. So it's all good now from this point. The only problem here is that, you know, it's a debuff immune node, so we can't get our bleeds going. And also there's a bunch of critical resistance here, so that's pretty annoying. But we are hitting pretty hard just with class advantage and with the Fury's Fury buff. So yeah, all that adds up pretty well. So yeah, she gets her force field back here, but we're going to break through it within 2 combos. She's also giving us some debuffs, so with willpower that's healing us up, so that's nice. It's really weird not applying bleeds and not critting at all though. But yeah, one more combo here should do it. I was also trying to intercept as much as possible to negate the block damage, but yeah, that fight went pretty good. And yeah, I have one more fight, so I'm going to go find that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we found it. And so yeah, this was the hidden Egis Heavy node. I had no idea who this is going to be. It's all question marks. I'm like, I'm not scared. I'm just going to go in with Thing, and I think we'll be good. And it turns out to be a big bad Annihilus. Now, Annihilus is pretty good on this node. He's given my alliance mates some trouble in the past. But yeah, right here we get a reparry off, get off the heavy, and right here I just go for another heavy because I still had protection up, and boom, look at that. We're at 100% health. Egis Heavy is done. No need to worry about it anymore now. It's just a regular fight. So as you guys can see, Thing is phenomenal for Path 9 here. Just absolutely phenomenal. The other path he excels on is path number 1. There's 2 buffet nodes on that upper left portion of the war map, and Thing is immune to buffet. So he's a really good option for it, unless there's some really bad matchup on there for him. Thing doesn't have too many bad matchups, but I guess just with class disadvantage or something, it's not the best. Unless you want to just boost up a little bit to compensate for that. Yeah, right here I take a parry, gonna trigger my protection, drop my L3. I'm a little worried about his power. He was at about close to 2 bars when I threw this, but I just figured like 1 or 2 combos after this L3 would be enough to kill him, so I just kind of go for it here. 1 combo is enough, go for another combo, still not enough. I didn't get the crits, and I eat an L3 and my protection just expired, so I was like, oh, that's not good, but you know, we're Thing. We should be able to tank this. I'm not boosted, but yeah, so 27% health left. We're still alive though, and we killed him. So kind of a sketchy ending. We could have saved like 70% health there, just baiting out one more special before we went for the finish there. But hey, we didn't die because Thing is a tank. That guy also had suicides on, so that's even more attack. But we're a Thing, we're a tank. So I hope that this video raised your opinion on Thing as an Alliance War attacker, because as you can see, he's a monster. And if you're like fully boosted in war with him, like it's legit kind of difficult to die in certain matchups. In other matchups, I'm sure, you know, if you screw up, there can be a death. But like for the Aegis Heavy stuff, he is just so phenomenal for it, man. Like Wasp is also a good champion for it, but you know, there's placements like Emma Frost who go stun immune, so Wasp isn't able to get off her heavy attack stuns. I've had an alliance mate die to that before. Same thing for Doom, he'd have the same issue. But Thing, dude, like he's there's very few things in this game that can get around his unstoppable. One of them being like a clairvoyance L2, which has a 50% chance. But you know, his unstoppable can't be nullified, so you don't ever have to worry about that. His protection is just OP. Like, he's just such a good option for it. I love it. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this Alliance War video, guys. Drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed. I hope this video also helped you realize why I put Thing as the best champion of 2019, because I just think he's so insane. Really hope I get a Science Awakening Gem and Science Tier 5 class from the Abyss, so I can rank up my 6-star. It's gonna be awesome. Thanks guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Peace out.